Take it home.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are at home or if you are in the Gamers 8 arena, give it up, make some noise for your 2023 PUBG Mobile World Invitational Champions, Vampire Esports!
Who have used this opportunity to move straight on up. Razy, Hamzy both down, trying to get into position now to re-wrap back round to the Falcon spot as well, who have managed to stay alive. Blank, these guys have sent in so early and just tried to stay alive near the infinity. They will finally go down in third place. One player, Kelsey, alive, and he'll burn himself away. It is the returning champions, Vampire, to open up, still yet to let loose here. Wants to try and move closer to the tree now. Stoned takes a tickle. Delta launching ordnance from up the hill, but Vampire have the center of the circle. Nades from the back. Rvenclaw on the rooftop. It is so difficult to dethrone him, but TonyK goes down first here. DRS now have an opening with 4 players alive for them. The res is super unlikely for Vampire. Can they hold on to the center? Because the blue zone pushes DRS in and Rules goes down. An excellent answer from Rvenclaw. Gianti crawling into position, but the blue will push him further. And into the tree he falls. Rules just about getting tagged up for the res.
TonyK has to get up. This Groza has to find purchase here because a lot of these players on Vampire's side are running out of bullets. TonyK comes up short as he heads down towards that top side of the hill. A lot of damage coming through, and Vampire might just have thrown away. They're back to back as Stone is desperately hanging on. A Molotov behind the tree burns away the bark.
There it is.
That might be it. Well done. TonyK with a great nade on the top. SchwepXz has to not go down here. That would be the worst thing possible. But TonyK slips out, fights one, goes for another. Torres is down. It's a 2 versus 2.
SchwepXz is still alive behind the hay bales. They start to roll out through the smoke. Foreman doesn't spot it. He doesn't see the player breaking out. Tony moves in. They've isolated the fight with the smoke on the field. Tony rolls straight on through, baits the shots, but gets sprayed down. And FaZe might have been able to wrest this one back into control. Alpha 7 were first on the menu for FaZe, and now they're turning their attention to tournament top of tables. Vampires, returning champions of the PMWI, and FaZe plays.
Tell you what, don't count out, Gladiators just yet. They still have 3 players. A lot of eyes are on them. You can see Kitsune with a nice little jump shot there to get that confirmed. That's gonna be 13 eliminations for them. Stone looking to be number 14, and wow, beautifully done.
The only reason I slightly count them out to a degree is because they were sound.
Look at Vampire as they're looking to get into some action here, as they're gonna be running up onto FaZe Clan. One of the teams trying to catch him on the leaderboards, and oh man, you can see the quick U-turn. That's actually going to leave his teammate out to dry, but Tony clutches up a nice shot.
They flip through here. DBS still trying to reign supreme in a lot of these locations. Free fire is very important against the DBS because if you don't hit the first shot, you're almost certainly going to get down. That's why you see the M4 spraying through the door.
That was disgusting from TonyK right there. Just getting the elimination, doing the eject to try to get back to his team, and now Vampire is just trying to buy some time, get a reset going, but there is fire from all over the place, not to mention FaZe getting a huge nade onto Stone, and that's Vampire.
They're reinforcing, but the spray's not enough for D+.
Oh my gosh, Genfoss is not able to hit those shots with that Scar, missing him little by little, but the rest of his team is there to assist him.
There's no way. There's no way Forrest is going to be like Herd here. There's an opportunity here for them to be able to rise up the ranks swiftly. Shots come in here from the back of this crate. It's not much cover at all. Peek's advantage very much going to Rules, as he will be able to take that out. That's him.
And then we'll worry about each other later on. But man, SchwepXz is not going down without a fight.
It does seem to have decent, well-ish cover considering how tricky it can be. Silas also hitting Meku. S2G is having to hold the Wolves off at the doors at multiple angles here, and they're doing a great job of it. It's the one proper dip in this circle that has some defense.
SchwepXz, at this point, I think he's going to go deny the points. Maybe looking to try and pick up a point here and there. Yeah, he's not gonna. That's Vampire out.
Can get him on his feet. This could be the fort that they need.
TQ with 6 eliminations by himself. Team Falcons are soaring. The plane was a sign, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not over yet. Here comes D+Kia with a huge battle against Vampire. SchwepXz in the smoke, trying to get it done. Hits the lay down, but he is out of there. That is 8 so far.
Popper sniper shot. I think there was an M24 landing. He into the back of S2G. Not ideal. They will fall fully. Stone now under pressure from DRS and will fall in the face of it.
Matches, and this is how it's felt to me this time on this match.
Stone steps outside and breaks very wide. Revo wastes no time, and Cenatex are there with the team fire. A little bit bold there from Stone for my liking, and Alpha 7 will capitalize. He sees Revo moving in, but what can you do? There is so little that you have in your back pocket, in your arsenal, and Revo will on Vampire Esports.
Once again, Rvenclaw on the off angle. Looking to pick up them eliminations, but yeah, that's a lovely nade over the top. Better than any arc in One Piece. That is crazy.
Oh, and a second one as well. Bensu takes the knee. And a third to bring it home. Schwepp puts the cat amongst the pigeons, and the nade leaves Ferrari dizzy as Vampire look to bleed them dry. The points go their way, and the last one to seal the deal. Why not? And the Infinity IQ squad can rest easy for the time being. 3 players, though, from the north side and Cal. They are in the circle. They'll have to hold out a little bit longer. Alpha 7 playing on with 3 on the east side, playing in the shadow of the...
Comes out, Carrillo still holding on. He could win this game, Schwepps, just off the back of the fact that these players have nothing left in the tank.
He sees him. UZM absolutely sees the player behind the tree. The backstop for Alpha 7 is spotted, and it's Schwepp to pick it up. He's got the Groza now into a 1 versus 2. Vampire to try and put another chicken dinner on the board. A nade goes long. It looks good. Schwepp just about dodging out the way. Gets back into cover and hits the deck. The spray goes wide for UZM. Groza to the back line. IQ brought very, very low. Schwepp trying to heal up with those stims. The more time he can buy, the higher his health bar will go. But pushing forwards, it's UZM out of the grass, and he'll be able to deal.
Circle that D plus Kira waiting for as well is the one to come closer to them. And obviously Murphy's Law dictates that it must go away as TonyK unleashes already.
They've allowed one to break out wide, but it's not really going to be the best result because of it. Rvenclaw snaps the jaw shut. And now they're playing 4 versus 1. Forest, the last to stand in the face of the Vampires. They're looking to eclipse the circle. They move forwards, establish the stranglehold, and Vampire right strong into the divot. The roll down isn't great. Schwepp, hang on a minute, it goes a little bit long. Forest looks for the DBS actually in the divot, but it's finally TonyK who turns his attention their way. Roll goes before it's down to the back. 2 players fall in their face, but the Vampires pull it.
But then you're going to have to somehow find a spot in all of this here, as Agonai is now going to push up against Vampire. This isn't a bad move considering with the offensive smokes that they've used as well. They have blocked out their lines of sight.
Beautiful shotgun right there from SchwepXz. Nice pre-nades there from Vampire to help slow this down as well. Here comes Balak trying to throw some util, trying to get a nade of their own. SchwepXz is going to be able to come in through this side. I'm surprised the rest of his team isn't there.
No.
SchwepXz is dominating Agon.
That's 2. Will he be able to get knocked? No, he will actually get knocked by Tixie from across the road here. But can this be done anymore? There is 1 member left. TonyK up on that roof to be able to deal with it. But look at this. Guardians is laying in. Wait!
Oh!
What a corker! Catching TonyK. Vampire.
They are trying to keep their tournament alive. The previous PMGC winners still having stuff to prove. Meanwhile, Agon I8 putting in some work against Vampire. This is a huge elimination for them.
This might end up boiling down to not a free win for Biggitron Red Villains, but just a win in general. Everybody's stuck on the edges right now, and everyone's in 3-way battles basically on the edge because they can't get up this hill. They can't reach this position because they're being covered constantly by all this fire that's peppering them down.
SchwepXz, with the shotgun shot, but it ain't gonna be enough. Young Galacticos takes them out. See, what is it, 5 teams out already, and it's only zone number 5. So an absolute war is happening. FaZe Clan, again, need a monster game if they want to make it in.
Mela found 1 as a knock. Did he get the full confirm? Regardless of that. They're trying to still put pressure on Vampires. They're gone down. Galacticos here.
Yeah, the utility, so he is stuck in a position, but here comes the rest of his team. Potato coming up close. You see he's got that nade locked in hand. Vampire on the back ropes. Gonna have to hit some major shots, but they're actually getting helped out from all sides. That's gonna be stalwart there. with a huge off angle onto Alter Ego.
Makes it all the harder when teams survive this long, and they will be taken out here on the push. Vampire gonna try and get SchwepXz up here, but they do have some nades in hand. If they're in nade range, this could be deadly here for Vampire. The circle's pushing them. They have to move away from this rock before Alter Ego has to move themselves.
Octa applying the
He's
pressure.
just holding it. He hold the angle.
Hold the angle. Just keep on that suppressive fire. Let Papa Blue do the work
Just hold the
for you.
angle.
And this should be an easy dub for Alter Ego.
No
Meanwhile,
way.
yeah,
Oh.
Vampire going out.
Allowed Fireflux to get out of there a little bit more unscathed than I thought they were gonna. So that has helped them considerably. Nice nade to open things up.
Solke with a huge nade. That was in eviction notice. Here it comes, and one more. Right onto SchwepXz. SchwepXz down, barely to 20% HP. You know he's got to have another.
Oh, no.
Oh, the beautiful anger from Solke.
Oh.
Now it's down to 2 players left from Vampire.
They fanned out fantastically in this field, and they are not giving them a second's notice. As another nade will come in, finishing them off here from Kent. Gonna be wildly spraying towards that, but it's not gonna work on out here. Rvenclaw goes down as well. Fireflux is all over this one.
TonyK going down. That is fire.
Saitama there. They rock up and say, don't worry, we got this. They control the fight. Fireflux cowering seemingly. I mean, they made a very fast rotation up from the position. Has cover from it because this is their normal drop spot. Moving down from La Cobreria into this area is some of their bread and butter rotation plan.
Still taking shots here. A lot of bullets for this Mini 14. Pulls out the scarf. Oh my goodness me!
Pulls him out, wrestles him to the floor, and Giante's not getting away with that one. Out in the open though, he's got pretty happy knees there, being able to wibble and wobble his way around to stay alive a little bit. He's had enough. TonyK though expending a lot of ammunition, and in fact his life. 6-8 from getting control blank.
Luckily for Vampires, it's such open ground that a lot of these teams have to push towards, but they have been lacking on these elimination points, and 6-8 is lapping them up themselves.
Stalwart finally taken down. No further will they go. Gosu from underneath does damage, but no more than that. Yang1 stays alive. Vampire get the final knocks there, the final points. 2 teams now remain, and there's knocks already. Jing trying to stay alive, but Vampire looking to shroud the lobby in darkness, and they'll be able to take
Him off. Vampires make the swim across the river, but 6-8's there. But TonyK, once again, this guy is an absolute blaster when it comes to the lobby.
runs straight across as well, but gonna get caught away. Picking up the points. Way too big for your boots there, Mafioso. Gets sat back, humbled on the off angle. And what an opener to find for TonyK on Vampire. They started the game for Alpha 7 13 points behind. It's not going to change too much on that differential here, but an 8 over the top, and Revo's next to fall. Rvenclaw wins his trade with Carrillo, and the Vampire squads fight back from the marshalling of the terrain.
Humiliation!
The last to go down. 11.
Wondering why this is still working at this point in time. TonyK tries to get Tiamba out of this building. Yante on the outside, nade blows up just inside the window. Very unlikely that he'd be getting rules up at this point in time. As soon as he gets that red off, he'll die. And that is a gorgeous Molotov.
I love that.
Burns them out the lobby.
Geometry for days. He knew the spread was going to be good. They move through. Geeke trying to move through to Tianyu. The Molotov is there. He's burning, but he's still shooting. He's shooting time after time, and Geeke fall. Vampire with 14 eliminations. They're looking for number 15, but it will be denied them, but not the
Eliminations that he can. Here comes Box Gaming now. Eyes on the prize.
Potato, he's so close to them. This is, where is he going? This is actually very, very close down to the wire here. Fabian gonna try and bank some of these nades off of the wall. SchwepXz is moving in. He's sneaking in the back here to try and make something of this.
Sneaky, sneaky. Meanwhile, SchwepXz finally getting spotted here. Forrest looking at him with the lead peek, and Vampire finally eliminated in 4th place. Recheck Tokyo with a push. An advantage on them. That's 3 knock. We got to see a full push coming up for them now. TonyK does get res. That's 1 player you do not want up in the situation.
Trying to go for a pickup on Rvenclaw here, but D+K is not going to let up on this advantage. Actually hits the pay bail. It slows him down a little bit, but will go for a spray. TonyK has to do cut off magic once again. Fabian pushed up around this right-hand side, trying to negate some of the smokes. Here comes Forrest as well to help things out, but a grenade from TonyK opens things up. This could be the comeback.
TonyK evening the fight just like that. What can't this man do? A headshot though from Osul is going to make it that much more difficult for Vampire to get this done. Forrest up front.
Does remaining.
SchwepXz has to hit this nade. Of course, finishing off Rvenclaw and secure the point. That's huge.
Yeah, big stuff. Shutting down Vampire, extremely important, especially for the rest of the lobby here. SchwepXz will be sandwiched here. If they get this win, that is absolutely massive.
TonyK, 6 eliminations to his name. Oh, what a shot. Jing, taking out SchwepXz. Here comes 628 Yang. Yeah, with a huge off angle, trying to get the bucket to go to the other side of the hill. 628 executing this so well. Rvenclaw picking out his back. He gets knocked. It's all up to TonyK. He gets one and gets finished. Right. Waiting for them to come towards him.
Vampire getting the worst end of this here, as they were also shot from STE on the other side. And Rollkiss will be able to take a big fight against them. Yes, SchwepXz trying to work on out, but Flukev will go down. The third man coming in on that reinforcement. SchwepXz here, though. May end up going down. He might just look straight for this flush, but he's going to go up against Reject. Tries to go for this. Drop shot! Down! Oh my god! What a salvage here! They were not looking at any points at all. That was great from him.
And SchwepXz is down to 1 HP and still alive.
Oh.
How does SchwepXz do it? How does Vampire still manage to outperform?
Has done such a great job of being able to lock down their portion of these fields.
Yes, they have. And we're going to see Rvenclaw throw out all the nades he's got. 1, 2. Here comes a offensive smoke as well. Another nade. He threw out all the utility to try and dislodge Tiamba. And YDD does peek it out and finally takes out Rvenclaw.
Both Kitsune and Tixie are both down, just 2 players remaining. Matic opens from one over towards Vampires, but right now it's not looking like enough.
Crossfire from Rvenclaw out wide to try and slow Matic's roll. The bullets are landing, the shots are hitting, and Vampire shut the jaws on the camp that they've been able to find themselves. They move over the top in over-contested territory, through the fields, through the fire. And Matic now, the last barrier to their victory, to breaking the record here at PMWI. And the roll down is there, but not going to be able to land it just this time around. It will.
Stars has just taken them a while to adjust to the level of teams here. DRS step up, down goes SchwepXz, and Vampires are now in a bit of a struggle bus situation. Not in terms of tournament, but certainly this game.
Maybe they should have let the monster truck run a little bit more wild, because they lose a player to it, the killer goes down, and Stone steps up for 2.
Wow.
Giante falls to Tianba on the off angle, and now Vampire want to put another chicken dinner up on the board, maybe, if SchwepXz can get back to their feet, but they're 2v4 right now. TonyK still in action. Nade over the top, gets the flush on Stone. Molotov over to Red, but he's already passed it. TonyK has more in the barrel, though. Will find one. Now has to trade on for a second. Gets a second pick. Now it's just one player.
Gets himself 100% with the med kit. Been holding on to it for a while now. As a scout, he wants as much HP as possible as he moves in. 2 nades available. Ragnar creeps over the top side with the UMP. Rvenclaw instantly steps up, but luckily Ragnar's able to get the better of him. Leaving Vampire at 3 here.
An opening for Falcons to move up, but Ragnar will hold them out as well. Looks for more challenge. The UMP no match this time around, but with Rvenclaw down and TonyK looking for shots here, they need to find something. SchwepXz falls next. 2 players for Vampires. Can the Falcons close out strong? Stone to TonyK though. A very big hurdle to summit. Stone goes for 1, cannot find the second. The man, the myth, the legend, TonyK, the top of the tables. The damage will not be there this 4 times. They have crushed the competition.
A shadowy miasma that's just giving off an oppressive mood here as they consume every single little bit of pride.
Take it home.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are at home or if you are in the Gamers 8 arena, give it up, make some noise for your 2023 PUBG Mobile World Invitational Champions, Vampire Esports!